interesting dungeon this is. It's 410. Oh god. I broke it. Wait. I'm not in the right spot. Dark tried to move to the right spot and he never made it. Shall not be disconnected. They sure don't know how to, like, not do double negatives. Oh god. Okay. Everything is okay. I was a little afraid I was gonna, like, actually break it there for a second. But it worked. It like, forced me to move down and then gave me control again. Yeah, this place does not know how to not do double negatives. You know what I'm saying? Law Factory sounds like such a weird, like it's like the production of laws. It's just in a factory. They just spit them out. I just realized you said hand sniper some tea and a biscuit. A biscuit sounds really good. I'd take a biscuit right now.
Awesome storm!
That one is so hard to do. You have to literally hit X like the second the counter goes off. I almost wish, instead of writing the law to make these guys not arrest you, you wrote the law to just make the green teleporter take you to the friggin' station. There's like no reason to run this every time. There's not even enemies here. You just gotta get the full law creating experience. This is like a school vacation to the White House. Except they don't make laws there, they just argue about it. Then nothing happens. At least stuff gets done here, okay? Gotta give them credit where credit's due. It's not even a maze, you're just going to each green circle. Like, none of these platforms have more than two green circles, so it's not even a maze. Now the other city was a maze. Sort of. This part of the game was clearly written by a lawyer who just really wanted laws to actually be made instead of just arguing about them all the time. So they created these robots that just make every law that you tell them to. I need to figure out the article for making laws so I can change it so that I can just make the laws. Because they just let me do whatever I want. It just revises the law that puts you in power. Glad you enjoyed the YouTube videos, dude. Happy you're here now. Wait for your turn. No, I'm just kidding. I love how they enforce the law by sending a giant, like, plaque that just says, like, the law is now this. And they just, like, blindly obey it. Yeah, no one argues about the law being in place. They just see the plaque and they're like, alright, this is how it goes. Nobody's like, I'm gonna fight this law, even though the general consensus was that we should have it. Of course, in this game, it's not the general consensus, it's just me saying it should be a law. Save just because it freezes. I was like, there'll probably be a save point right at the beginning of the next city, but just to be safe. Can never be too safe with this game. Unfortunately, I still haven't figured out why only on my PS2 my recording tends to lag over the course of time. It starts off perfectly in sync, and then after a few hours it gets slowly lagged behind to where you guys will hear a little bit of an audio delay. If I continue to deactivate it and reactivate it every once in a while, it's fine. But yeah, I can't figure out why it happens. We used to have that problem on the PS3. And then I found out the reason it was happening is because the FPS of the PS3 and the FPS of my capture card were different. So it was still picking up the frames, but it was adding an extra one. So over the course of 30 minutes, 45 minutes, it would start to get behind a little bit. But I'm playing this game through an upscaler that upscales the game to 60 frames, and my capture card is also at 60 frames, so it shouldn't lag. So I'm not sure what the issue is. And, all my other consoles don't lag, so I'm not sure why it's only the PS2. I contacted someone that might know, but I haven't heard back from them yet. So is it just this teleport? What's up, Wit? Yep. What's up, buddy? What's this? Fruit. Feet. Fruit. Fruit bee? Yeah, I'm not eating this. Fruit. Oh, it's fruit toffee. But the toffee picture is supposed to be the O. I couldn't figure out what it was saying. I saw fruit T and then FFEE. I was like, what is this? Fruit toffee? Yeah, I'm not eating that. That sounds gross. I don't like toffee and I don't like strawberry. Or raspberry. I like strawberry. I don't like raspberry. I guess you can specify the frame rate on the capture card to mitigate the issue. Well, I have, though. It's at 60. So, yeah, I don't know. over 11,000 years and it still leads souls to hell. Maybe it is connected to the devildom. Ooh, no, not the devildom. But it doesn't matter now. The plan determined by Soa will drink everything to the last drop. What's up, Hitman? Good to see you, man. Yeah, the Steam summer sale is going on right now. There's not a ton that I want to purchase. I have plenty of games to play, so I'm not really going to buy anything. I might buy Rainbow Six because my cousin wants to play it, and the standard edition is 50% off, I believe. But other than that, I don't think I'm going to buy anything. But there's some great deals. There's To the Moon. There's a To the Moon collection that has To the Moon, the like spin-off game, and then Finding Paradise, and then also the soundtrack, all four. And it's only like $13 or something. So I highly recommend anyone that likes story-driven games and very emotional games to download that. Celeste is apparently on sale, but only slightly. But Celeste is an incredible game. If you haven't bought it, look that up. There was one other thing that was on sale. I forget what it was. But yeah, I'm not getting anything really. So, but there's a lot of good deals. Rose, what's that? When there were still Winglies here, they used to suck souls from all over the world into that huge tower, so they could decide the destination of their souls. Wow, Winglies really did control everything, huh? But why? You want to say it should have been destroyed during the Dragon campaign, don't you? Both Aeglis and Xenobados were working. It shouldn't be that strange. But we destroyed this place completely so that they could never play with souls. But maybe this is... Do the souls that couldn't completely die gather here? I don't like this. But whatever happens, as long as the moon is in the sky, we are fine. The Signet Sphere is still safe. Hurry up, we have to get there before Dad. It's weird that he called him Dad. Dad tends to be like the more endearing thing. If your dad is some like supervillain, you call him Father. You don't call him Dad. Oh yeah, Hollow Knight's on sale, and Hollow Knight's a really good game. This is the soul of Farabrand, the green-tusked dragon. That is Farabrand? It came out in response to the Dragoon spirit of Albert. You said souls that couldn't completely die gather here. Is it the same for dragons? Yes, probably the defeat by humans who were supposed to be less powerful than them became a burden on their soul. If we kill it again, we can probably break the attachment. But we don't have time to deal with them. No, we don't. I feel sorry, but we have to catch up with Zeeg or the world will end. It seems we tempted it into fighting with us. Is there no choice? We have no time. I'll cut your attachment now. Oops. Whoops. I might have accidentally ran into it. Accidentally ran into it. Yo, Medigo Flare with the brand new Twitch Prime sub. My man, thank you so much for joining the crew. Enjoy your phone figure emotes, and I love you. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. You're dead, I think. Well, I guess we'll find out.
Die.
How do I have full Dragoon already? I literally just used my Dragoons.
Blossom Storm!
Blossom Storm! Oh, please have mercy! That didn't do much damage at all.
Die.
Yeah, I did have a couple roundabout. It's just I wasn't paying attention to how high my bars were getting, so it shocked me when I looked down and saw that everyone was full. Usually, like Albert or something is still at like 3 if everyone else is full, but everyone's full.
Demons dance.
I mean, Dark gets full in like literally 2 editions. It gives like 150, I think, and he gets a boost. Or I guess it gives like 100, but he gets a boost, so it gets 150. So he gets a bar and a half every time he does this edition. Ew! What'd you just squirt at me, dude? Oh, Dark. Oh, Dark. I wonder if I specialed if he would go Dragoon and lose stun. Oh, that's not me stun. Dude, I become a master at doing it now.
Blossom Storm!
You just gotta listen for the sound effect and hit X right when you hear it.
Die. Demons dance. Die.
Oh! Again! Wait, now he's up. But now he's something else. I don't know what he is. I don't know what that is. I think that's... He's almost dead, I'm just gonna kill him. Oh, that's poison? Yeah, it's poison. Why does that last part of that edition feel different now? I swear it changed. Maybe I'm crazy. Let's get psychotic. Holy Christmas. That wasn't too hard. Oh, we got Albert's level 5. Let's go. That's actually kind of interesting that I got his level 5 after beating the Dragon Spirit. Now the soul of Farabrand is saved? Yes, probably. Now, let's get going. What a funny coincidence. Should I, like... Should I go back and save or something? Poison Guard. That would have been nice 2 seconds ago. Wait. Wait. There was more treasure. Whoever mentioned the Steam sale, thank you. Well, I mentioned it, but Zulov mentioned it first. Oh. Oh, wait, I saw another path. Oh, there's another Dragoon. What? Man, this place is confusing. We're traveling all over the place on here. Oh, I know what that is. Protector. What is that? Oh, nice. So I'm getting a bunch of stuff that protects against status ailments. I think it's because all these dragons are going to do different status ailments to me. The next one's probably going to do fear because he looks like the dark one. Also zombie. Just by the way, zombie.
Blossom Storm!
Holy cow, Albert, you do so much damage. I'm gonna Dragoon on him real quick so I can get rid of poison. In other news, zombie. Yeah, Farabrand was a repeat fight, right? Because we fought Farabrand a long time ago. So the Dark Dragon's like a completely new one. We fought the water one when we fought the Wingley chick. What do you mean, miss? Wait, is he a ghost? Like, can he not be physically attacked because he's a ghost? So I gotta pull out the Psycho. I wasn't trying very hard. I also do it on Albert, which I meant to throw it on Rose, but hey, it worked out. I figured he didn't have much HP if he didn't take any damage from physical attacks. Oh, he can be attacked? I just got unlucky. Alright. I'm trying to come up with gameplay mechanics that don't actually exist. Don't mind me. I'm guessing the way of the Dark Dragon is the way I'm supposed to go, so I'm gonna go this way and see what's going on. Okay, it's just this is worrying me. I'm literally picking up every defense of every ailment, like, imaginable. How do I get this chest? See it down there, but how do you get there? Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. If you couldn't hit these guys with regular attacks, it'd be a nightmare if you like the Anemone MP or something. I mean, lucky for me, I can just throw this and whoa, all the way home, but not everyone has that ability. The colors. Dude, I want this chest so bad. I have no idea how to get it though. See, the bridge goes to that platform at the bottom right, and then up. But where does that go? Like, there's no way over there. I must have to get it later. Alright, Dark Dragon. Oh, never mind. This is the Water Dragon. He looks dark to me. It's the soul of Dragoon. It says kill me. That's violent. Dark. It'll be over quick. Let's save Dragoon. Yes. It being over quick is an understatement, to be honest. It's going to be over even quicker than that. Because I am fire. I am Professor Fire here. I'm kind of hurt though. Oh God, what are you doing? Ow. Don't do that.
Yes! Go! Go! Blazing Dynamo!
Blazing Dynamo! It kind of sounds like he says flaming dynamo and not blazing dynamo. Power up. Speed up. Lazy dynamo? Is he saying lazy dynamo? Crazy dynamo? Patrick Swayze dynamo? Can't figure out what he's saying. I remember this attack. It used to hurt a lot. Brazing IMO? Alright, still hurts a lot. Oh, Albert's not full, because, yeah.
Yes! Go! Go! Blazing Dynamo!
Blaming. No! You need more SP. I actually need to get my ears flushed on a regular basis. You know, I'm starting to think that I need to do that too. Jokes aside. My wife tells me on a regular basis that I don't hear things. This wouldn't be the case though, because I am hearing it, I just don't know exactly what he's saying. I'm gonna have to use Flame Shot because I don't have enough MP. But Flame Shot will still do a lot of damage. Yeah, I've heard that, like using the old ear ores isn't good for your ears.
Astral Drain.
What do you have to do to go get your ears flushed? Like, who do you go to? Is there an ear flusher guy? Or does your doctor just do it? I've never done it. I don't know what. Does it cost money? Does it cost a lot of money? Do you just go like behind the Taco Bell and there's some guy there that does it for 50 cents or something? It's free. Well, sign me up, dude. In Canada. Okay, that's true. You're in Canada, so could be free there, and doctors here could be like, we'll charge your insurance for $1,000. That's what we do here. What's up, Mr. Dukem? You should not go to a doctor for that unless you have problems. Like hearing problems. What if I'm already at the doctor? What if like my foot is bothering me and I'm at the doctor and I'm just like, so you want to flush my ears? like I'll just pretend like I can't hear. I'll be like, what? What did you say about my foot? I don't know, man. I think you need to flush my ears out. Can you flush my foot? So, I'm gonna have to ask you to not do the big whirlwind attack again or I might die. As long as you don't do that, we're good. But we're all really low health. He's almost dead though. But if you were to pull out another whirlwind, I think, or whirlpool, I think I'd be dead. Even with the 50% damage reduction. Has nobody seen those YouTube videos of people removing rocks and small children from their ears? Wait, someone got a child removed from their ears? Wait, back up. Who's putting children in their ears? That seems dangerous to both you and the child. Should be pretty cheap for you to get it done because all I do is fill a syringe with tap water and shoot it into your ear. Also, they generally need to put baby oil in your ears for 3 to 4 days beforehand. And then also, check your ears before flushing them. So yeah, that's thousands of dollars, dude. 100%. If you're telling me they have to check your ears and fill up a syringe with water, that's at least $500. Hello. He says he's okay and he won't be overwhelmed by the power of Mayfill anymore. Hurry up, we have to catch up with Dart's father. Why are you saying Dart's father? You're talking to Dart. You could just said your father. Or dad. Man, is there like no save point here? I'm about to like go backwards and go to the save point because I'm starting to get worried. Yeah, I mean, granted, you're talking about the doctor's office and not the hospital, but I got charged $1,000 for a glass of water at a hospital. That's a true story. So I can only imagine, you know, they'll half price it at the doctor's office. They'll say, okay, this isn't the hospital, so $500 for water. Yeah, $2,000 for the doctor's assistant to use the syringe. Because the doctor won't do it. He'll have the nurse do it. Doctor's too busy, I don't know, reading newspapers in his office or something. What's up, Auron? What's the story there? So, this was about like half a year ago, I think now? It was a while ago. I woke up in the middle of the night and I didn't feel very good. Something felt off. I didn't know what it was. Oh my god, I did it while I was sneezing. I'm sweating.
Demon stance.
I didn't feel very good. I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, something doesn't seem right. So I went to the bathroom and I got to the counter, my sink, and I looked in the mirror and my eyes were open, but I couldn't see. All I saw was black, but my eyes were open. And it would go in and out. I could like see myself in the mirror and then I'd see black. And then I'd see myself in the mirror and then I'd see black. But I knew my eyes were open because I was staring at the mirror. So I called my wife down and I was like, so I can't see. This seems like a problem. So I sat down on the couch and laid there for a minute. And I felt fine. Like, I felt tired, but I didn't feel like I was dying or something. But we decided I should go to the ER because I had no idea what was going on with my eyes. Like, I felt fine, but I had no idea what was going on with my eyes, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't like going blind or something. So I was like, all right, better go to the ER. So we went to the ER. And I'm sitting on the table, and they're like, so what's the problem? And I was like, well, sometimes I can't see. That's an issue. And so the doctor came in, and without telling me anything, he was just like, take this water. He gave me these pills, and he was like, take these. And I was like, what are these? Don't just hand me pills. What are these? And he says, they're just tablets of water. They're just tablets with water in them, but they're like, they're practically like water shots. They're like to get you water faster. Instead of like chugging 3 bottles of water, you take these tablets, whatever. So I take the tablets of water, and then he says, so you're totally fine. The issue was you were dehydrated and your body was trying to, like, my body was trying to faint, basically. Like, it was trying to, like, you know, shut down because I was dehydrated. But I guess, like, the rest of my body wasn't letting it. I was, like, in between fainting and not fainting. That's why my sight was going in and out. But I was still awake. So, yeah, that's not how water works. I don't know. He didn't do a good job explaining to me what these tablets were, but basically it was like I was drinking water. So anyways, yeah, so basically I was just dehydrated. That was it. I mean, I was still half there, so maybe what it was that the tablets were in case something else was wrong, and the water I was drinking was the actual, you know, thing that was helping me. I'm not sure. I was half there, so he could have told me the tablets were poison, and I probably would have still taken them. Or maybe there were electrolytes. I don't know, something like that. But anyways, so yeah, I was just dehydrated, so I went home and everything was fine. And then I got a doctor bill in the mail a couple weeks later, and it literally said the tablets were like free because I didn't really ask for them. They just gave them to me, like, you know, just to help. But they weren't like, I didn't really get billed for the tablets. But then me being in the ER room and them giving me the water was $1,000, which it was mostly for the ER room, not the actual water. But I just find it funny that in the end of everything, really all I got was a glass of water, and I was in the ER for maybe 2 minutes, so it's not like I was holding up the ER room, but it was $1,000. So, yeah. Sounds like I got a discount. Probably, honestly. Because normally if you hold up the ER room, it's like, you know, $1,000 per minute or whatever. Like, it can get ridiculous. So did I go... I didn't go this way. I was gonna say there's some place I'm not going. Yeah, at least I didn't get an ambulance. At least I was there enough for my wife to just drive me there. if my wife wasn't there and I had to call an ambulance, good lord, that would have been like a $5,000 trip for water. The most expensive trip for water ever. Yeah, it was pretty scary. I almost wish I would have fainted. I probably would have fainted, and then the first thing someone would have done when I fainted would have been like get him a glass of water, and then I would have felt better. But because my sight was going in and out, that's what screwed it for me. I was like, I don't understand what's going on. The last thing I thought about was water when my sight's going in and out. So that's what kind of screwed it for me. If I would have just fainted, people would have been like, oh, get him water, and then I would have been fine. Oh well. I learned a valuable lesson that day. If your body's trying to shut down, get some water. That's what I learned. Don't go to the hospital, just get some water. I mean, still go to the hospital if things don't feel right, but I also learned to drink some water before I go to bed. Because I don't want that to happen again. I tend to be a mouth breather at night, so I think that's why, like, that can happen, you know, probably more often for me than anyone else. Because I breathe out my mouth, so I get like really dehydrated overnight.
Die.
But in general, I just don't drink enough water, so I've been trying to drink more water ever since that happened. That's why I have that hydration bot, which, look at that, just went off. That's why I have that, to remind myself to drink. Because I can sit here on a stream for 9 hours and forget to drink because I'm focused on the game, and that's not good for me. Yeah, it literally went off like the second I said it. That was funny. But yeah, I just, you know, my wife was there and I was still, you know, conscious, and neither one of us thought dehydration. It just didn't seem like that's what it was. Even when the doctor said it, I was like, really, that's it? But the second I drank that water, I felt better, so. That's weird. My cursor reset. Did you notice that? It was at red and it reset to blue. I'm actually going to get into a fight real quick before I fight this guy because my characters are really hurt. Yeah, water is pretty great. Anytime I feel woozy and headachy for no reason, I'm like, guzzle water and eat a cheeseburger. That's the greatest advice I've ever heard in my life. No, don't kill Rose. All I wanted to do was not have Rose die. That was my only plan.
Go! Blazing Dynamo!
Yeah, this guy just has some like really good evasion value. I still remember one time when I was 16 or 17, my dad was laying on the floor calling for me. He managed to wake me up. He fainted halfway to the bathroom. All I could think to do was call 911. It wasn't anything serious. He just stood up too fast right after waking up. Oh, too fast right after waking up. He was older and he was on blood thinners because he was prone to blockages, so he just got dizzy. Yeah. Yeah, it's scary though. When people like pass out, you know, you don't know what the cause is, so you just freak out. I mean, my stepfather, when we first found out he had cancer, he was just having trouble going to the bathroom. And he said, something's not right, call an ambulance. And we were like, you know, that sounds a little exaggerated, but we trusted him. I mean, when someone says something's wrong, 99% of the time something's wrong. If they say it, you know what I mean? if you say it about them, it's different. But if someone says something's wrong with me, 99% of the time, call an ambulance. Because they know their body, and you don't want to risk it. If we had said, like, you're fine, you know, we wouldn't have found out he had cancer that day. But then, you know, you get frustrated when someone else says you should go to the hospital, and you go, and then it's a glass of water for $2,000, and you're like, great. But yeah, if you feel like something's wrong, usually that's the case. Also, I've heard that if someone says I'm going to faint, usually they never actually get through the entire sentence. I've heard like 9 times out of 10, if someone says I'm going to faint, they usually get to I'm going to, and then they faint. It's just something like if you feel like you're gonna faint, it's about to happen most of the time. It's kind of your body's like warning you, like, hey, we're about to shut down because things aren't right.
Die.
Dang it. She's probably dead too. Oh, she's not dead. Yeah, no, she's dead. Oh, she dodged it. Good job. 13 health coming in the clutch.
Blossom Storm!
Hyper skeleton.
Yes!
Interesting.
Go! Go! Raising Dynamo!
Unexpected Windows update for the body. Exactly. Use a speed up so she can heal more. Just let her heal for a bit. She rose to the challenge. Too soon. Now she rose to the challenge. This is one of my favorite gimmicks in this game. Or, not really gimmick, but mechanic. Some people might think this is like cheesy or boring, but I just think it's super cool how you actually have the ability to heal your party without having to waste your items. Especially in a game where you have limited items. I've never fainted either. I guess my body is really resistant to fainting because my sight was going in and out and I still didn't faint, so apparently my body just refuses to faint. I mean, my body also makes it really difficult for me to sleep at night, so apparently my body just doesn't like to go under. It's like, nope, I'm staying around. Although I did have surgery where I had to be put under, and apparently that wasn't too hard. So I guess anesthesia works really well on me. Normal ways of me fainting doesn't work, but anesthesia, my body's like, alright, this stuff's good. So I remember they told me, like, the anesthesiologist came in, and he was like, we're gonna start with the first dose, and then if that doesn't put you under, we'll go with the second dose. And then when I woke up from surgery, they were like, so we gave you like half the first dose and you were out. So like, okay. Just want to block with dart one more time. Start. Turn.
Die.
This thing's got some like goofy horns on his head. It's really weird.
Blossom Storm!
When your surgeon tells you that you were a cheap bait and still charges you an arm and a leg. Yeah, I was lucky. I was still under my parents' roof when I got that surgery, so I didn't have to pay for it. I don't even know how much it cost. And it also didn't work, so I guess rip my parents.